Hi, good evening all. Welcome to Inside the Numbers again. Yes, I'm back finally, guys. I know I've had a vacation, but it wasn't exactly a vacation what I had to do. So I got some time tonight. I want to get on this because there's no guarantees for tomorrow, maybe the day after. I don't know. I should make a video on this apartment. It's nuts. Okay, guys, what I want to do today, I want to go over this century, our general managers, and look at a few things, okay? Because I think there's a reason I'll tell you at the end why I'm making this video. But I want to take a look at our 4 general managers since 2000's come into play. Really since the new NHL. It's really since, you know, although, let's get into it. Let's talk about it here. Okay, guys, Darcy Regier. June 11, 1997 till November the 13th, 2013. He was our general manager for 16 years, 5 months, and 2 days. And let me get on this side. I'm going to have to do this on this video. He got 121 contracts done for $562.7 million. And here's the impressive number for me, 147 drafts, only 43 trades. He wasn't too eager just to try and do the bandage job thing. Regier did, I thought, very well in the trades that he did do. He did draft some bad players, but his trades were always solid, it felt like, for me. So I wanted to mention him. Now, let's go to our next guy here, Tim Murray. January the 9th, 2014 till April the 20th, 2017. His tenure was 3 years, 3 months, 11 days. He got 66 contracts done for $309.2 million. I'm rounding it off, guys. I'm not going to do the exact dollar. 25 drafts, 24 trades. He was a bit of a loose cannon with the trades, right? A bit. I'll leave it at that. But 3 years, 3 months, 11 days. Now, Jason Botterill, which is an interesting one, a very interesting one, actually. May 11th, 2017 to June the 16th, 2020. His tenure was 3 years, 1 month, 5 days, 63 contracts for $297.9 million. Check this, 18 drafts, 26 trades. Tell me he wasn't just trying to bandage it up real quick, right? And I think that's what killed him. I think that's what killed his job was this, in my opinion. We'll talk about this in a few minutes. I want to go through these numbers first. Now, Kevyn Adams. And June the 16th, 2020 to the present day. I'm going to go over this in a sec. 94 contracts, 394. Take a good look. 94, $360.1 million in this era. For, get this, 35 drafts and only 21 trades. I'm going to go over the trades in a second, and we'll talk about this. But here's the reason why I'm making the video, guys. His tenure, okay? This is very interesting, and I'm guessing the majority of you don't know this. As of today, right now, this minute, Botterill had 3 years, 1 month, 5 days. And as of today, Kevyn Adams, 3 years, 1 month, 5 days. So I guess it's Happy Botterill Day to Kevyn Adams. I don't know, call it what you want. But I think Adams has done a far better job in his tenure than Botterill did. He did some terrible signings, folks. I'm trying to remember. There was one signing he did at the end he got from Calgary. I'll never forget this. When we finally, who did we get off our team? That defenseman, he's still in the league. God, he's from this area. He's actually somebody I know, his nephew. And anyway, let's look at this though. 18 to 26, and he's 35 to 21. So we had double the amount of draft picks in the same amount of time with this general manager. Double. And we're winning more. And we're paying less. You know? Now, I'm a big believer, guys, your drafts have to outweigh your trades if you're going to build a winner. They have to outweigh your trades. I'm going to show you an example. And yes, I'm going to pick on Dubas because he's a perfect example of what not to do, I believe. Dubas, in his 5 years, 8 months tenure in Toronto, He gave out 132 contracts for $599 million. That number might not look bad, but keep in mind, guys, everybody was signing with Toronto for $750,000 because they thought they could win a cup there, and then they realized they had to get the hell out of there, you know. But check this out with Dubas. Same amount of drafts as Adams, but look at the trades, 63. And how many of those trades, folks, were first rounders and second rounders? Think about it. You don't do that. You don't trade your future. You just don't. And let's look at, I'll just briefly go over it here to wrap up this video, okay? Adams, his trades. I'm going to go over these briefly. Okay, his first trade with us was to get Eric Staal, believe it or not, okay? Remember we had that horrible contract of Marcus Johansson for $4.5 million? I bet a lot of you forget that, eh? I believe it was Botterill that signed him to a 2-year deal, $9 million, and I was like, why are we getting this guy? He's useless. And Botterill had a thing for him, and we got rid of him. And not that Staal was any better, but we managed to get rid of Staal the same year, you know? Like we managed to get rid of him. Then his next one was the second round. The only time that, the first time he gave up a draft pick was in the J.J. Peterka deal. He gave up the number 38 pick, number 100 pick to get the number 34 pick. So he didn't lose anything except really the number 100. And we got Peterka, which is good. And then he got, what do you call it? We traded, oh yeah, Jonas Johansson. Oh my goodness. That was the goalie. He was in our farm. This is how deep we were in nets at one time. Johansson was our depth goalie. When he took over this team, think about that. Yeah, UPL was there, but UPL was really our depth goalie, but we knew UPL was coming. This would be in our depth goalie, whereas now we're okay. We got a 6th-round pick for him. Then we traded Staal to the Habs. We got a 3rd and a 5th. And the 3rd-round pick turned out to be Josh Bloom. Then we traded Montour for a 3rd-round pick. And then the Sabres traded Taylor Hall and Curtis Lazar, you might recall, for Bjork and a 2nd-round pick. That 2nd-round pick is Kisakov. Then the Sabres traded Risto. We got back Robert Hagg, a 1st-round pick, and a 2nd-round pick, which was Isaac Rosen, Anton Wahlberg. Not bad. And then we traded Reinhart to Florida for Devin Levi and a 1st-round pick, Yuri Kulik. And then we took Will Butcher from New Jersey for future considerations. And we know the Eichel deal. Let's not go through that whole thing. We know that we did very well in that deal. And Boychuk, just of course, to get to the cap floor for future considerations. Malcolm Subban for future considerations. And Robert Hagg then went for a 6th-round pick. And then Dallas sent over the Ben Bishop and a 7th-rounder. Future considerations. Then we just did a depth signing, Laxinen for Ciccone. Okay, that's just a depth signing. And here we are into the recents now. Josh Bloom for Riley Stillman. I think most of us took to Stillman in the time that we did see him. Not a bad deal. Bloom, I think, is going to be a good one. Eric Portillo for a 3rd-round pick. We didn't have much choice there. Then Bjork, and the Sabres got back future considerations. Future considerations has been busy. And then a depth signing, AHL. No point going over that one. And the final 2, the only time that Adams gave up a serious draft pick was a 2nd-rounder for Jordan Greenway. That's it. And an Asplund for 7th-rounder. So think about it, guys. What draft picks did our general manager give up in these 21? 1 2nd-rounder, and it was for a big power forward that we're hoping still is going to have some sort of major impact on the team this year. You know, he likes him and the coach likes him. I got to just trust their judgment and see what happens. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But out of 21 deals, all we gave up was 1 2nd-rounder. That is pretty tight when you think about it. And here we kept all our drafts, guys. Kept all our drafts, and if we're wondering why our team has turned around and Toronto's in a mess, I just showed you why, right here. In my opinion, anyway. All right, guys, done. It's hot in here. I'm gonna take a break. I'll see you in the next video.